score, Springfield 28, Wayne 21.
Springfield High School shocked the Wayne Warriors 28-21 on Friday night, October 1st at Hyde Camp Stadium. It was a serious GWOC Central eye-opener for all. Early in the fourth quarter, the Warriors were down 21-0, and it looked bad for the home team. The Wildcats got touchdowns from Titus Montgomery with a 28-yard run in the first quarter, George Walker with a 9-yard run in the third quarter, and Trey DePriest, who had a 10-yard run on the first play of the fourth quarter. Wayne's offense had been kept in check all night due to an intense pass rush, again led by Mr. DePriest. But then, Ohio State recruit Braxton Miller, arguably the #1 recruit in the country, let alone the GWOC Central, took control and went 75 yards in 5 plays, and it was capped off with an Anthony Taylor 2-yard run. On the next play, the Warriors recovered an onside kick, and a couple plays later, Braxton Miller scored from 1 yard out. Wildcat signal caller J.C. Wallace fumbled on the next possession at midfield, giving the ball back to the Warriors. A few plays later, Miller scored again from 1 yard out and tied it up. But unfortunately for the Warriors, that was it for Friday evening. On the very next play, George Walker returns to kickoff 92 yards down the left sideline for the ultimate score. At 5-1, Springfield vaults into the lead in the GWOC Central. Projecting them as a playoff team would be a good idea. Trey DePriest, a gifted linebacker, a Alabama recruit, and a snubber of the Ohio State Buckeyes, played a great game. He can do it all, from his acrobatic interception to his great punting and strong place kicking. This man is a gifted athlete. Much of the pressure we referred to earlier came from Mr. DePriest. He's number 33 in your film. He's a great football player. Lots of people think that Miller is the best quarterback prospect in the country, and I tend to agree with them. Folks who might be wondering if he's just a little fragile or not willing to play when hurt needed to watch this game. Check the film out. Some of these hits are brutal. He got stretched out on the turf a couple of times. He was even knocked out of the game in the fourth quarter. But he came back and he got his team back in contention, and it wasn't about Braxton Miller. This man might be the most patient high school player I've ever seen. but he has no wide receivers, and frequently he doesn't have the time to deliver the ball, and it's amazing that he gets done what he gets done. It's kind of scary as Ohio State fans to watch him take some of the hits that he's taking. But the question you want answered, I'm prepared to answer. He gets up after those hits. I think you needed to know that. And tonight's video proves that. Springfield lost 14-6 in Week 1 against Hamilton, and we here at the MVP podcast wondered just how the heck that happened. Next week on October 8th at 7:30, they play host to Kettering Fairmont. At 3-3, the Wayne Warriors would also have to be considered as a contender to make the playoffs in a D1 Region 4, particularly since they have an easy game hosting the Beaver Creek Beavers next week. The Beaver Creek Beavers, my alma mater, and a potential doormat of the GWOC Central, should be a breather for the dynamic Warriors. At least that's how it would be in a fair and just world. But the GWOC Central doesn't represent a fair and just world at all, and the Beavers nearly beat Northmont on Friday night 10-3. Their game was 3-3 in the fourth quarter, but Northmont scored late, and the Beavers fell once again. So sadly, next week's not going to be a cakewalk for the Warriors either, I'm afraid. And the GWOC Central, as well as the rest of Division 1 throughout the state, looks like a total train wreck. As for my Beavers, at 0-6, they are a serious nightmare for anyone that has to play them the rest of this year. They have absolutely nothing to lose, and they are playing loosey-goosey. All of this is why the Beaver Creek Alumni Association loves head coach Scott Clodfelder. As for the rest of the GWOC Central, no one's laughing. Springfield travels to Beaver Creek on the 15th of October, and 2 weeks later the Centerville Elks travel there, and it looks like the Beavers, of all people, are in position to decide who wins this crazy conference. As for head coach Rick Robertson leading his Wildcats in grass drills on the W, after the game, it's apparent that it was not lost on him that it was homecoming weekend in Huber Heights. It's also still apparent that he's unhappy about Braxton Miller's transfer from Springfield City Schools to Wayne High School 4 years ago. And if it was their intention to tick off Jay Minton, a mission accomplished. Never seen Coach Minton like that. He obviously was in no mood to be interviewed. And you know in your heart someday the Wildcats will pay for all of this. But in the meantime, try to have fun, guys.
I'm just proud of our kids because you know what? We've had a lot of people who left Springfield. We have a program, we have a school that everyone should be proud of.
Is this one of the greatest victories for you?
They're all good. At my age, they're all good. It's pretty nice, yes. Why would you? No one else has kicked at George, so I'm a little confused why they have. George is something special, and he does a lot of good things, so we're very proud of him.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach.
Georgie.
We just happy we came here with this victory. We've been on this all week. We've been working hard. We got beat last year pretty bad, so we just want to come back and get this victory. We needed this big time. Everybody was kind of down, but deep inside, everybody knew that we could still win this game, and that's what we did tonight.